What's up, everyone? Arctic here, bringing you guys a brand new Gears of War 3 gameplay commentary. I got a very special guest commentator, YouTuber. A lot of you guys know him as Zappa the King. What's up, man?
Oh, stop, man. You're too freaking nice to me. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, man. It's a pleasure to be the very first dual com that you got going with this series, man. And I am extremely humbled by the opportunity, so I'm going to try and make the most of it, man.
Yes, I'm very excited. Obviously, you've been popping in on my streams. We played together in the past on some of my live streams, so you're one of the people I've wanted to do a dual commentary with for quite some time, just because I know your personality. You seem like a pretty good dude, so I'm pretty hyped to be doing this as well. Can you talk about some of the content that you have on your channel and like when you started uploading Gears of War stuff?
Sure. Basically, I started uploading Gears of War content back in, I'd say, maybe mid-2007. I started off with a couple Gears of War 1 videos, but I didn't really make Gears of War a staple of my channel until Gears of War 2 came out. And from the moment Gears of War 2 launched up until the release of Gears of War 3, to today, I should say, I've been uploading Gears content since then. So roughly 2008 up until now, I've been uploading Gears of War content extensively. I believe a lot of people garner me as one of the first people to actually upload full matches with commentary in them. So yeah, I've been doing the whole Gears of War upload thing for a long time now. So
it's good to hear. I think it was you posted something like, or you tweeted me like, man, a lot of people don't know some of the Gears of War content uploaders, and that's one of the things I think about the Gears community in general right now. It's like, it's so small, but it's like they only look at certain people and then they don't go outside of that bubble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like they stay within that small circle, and it's like, well, this guy must be the only Gears commentator worth listening to. And if you actually take a listen to some of the other people out there, there's some really good commentators in the YouTube community that I think aren't getting the attention that they deserve. So 2008, Gears of War 1, and then Gears of War 2 content up until now. So yeah, you've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, I'm actually on my second channel now because there was a whole issue with me being primarily a Gears of War 2 uploader on my previous channel, so that when other games came out and I tried to upload those games, my subscriber base was kind of like really against me uploading new stuff. So I kind of made a second channel to kind of diversify myself and kind of start all over. But right now I'm kind of happy. I kind of have a good mix of, staying with the whole Gears formula and introducing those gearheads into some other games that I'm also interested in. So yeah, it's definitely been a long time coming now. So
it's definitely interesting to see how people react to whenever you post different content. It's always a struggle to be like, hey, I'm a gamer, I like posting different stuff. Are you going to support it or not? You don't think so? It's always a toss up. So it's always interesting.
Yeah.
So what are your general feelings towards Gears of War, I think, from the time you started to like right now?
Well, Gears of War has always been a unique franchise for me. I believe it was the first third-person shooter that I really got into, and it's just so many different elements to the game that make it different when you compare it to other games out there. Obviously the blood and the gore and the headshot sound effects,
yeah.
Those bring people in. But it's the simplicity of the cover mechanic, not so much the overall gameplay, but the cover mechanic. The weapons themselves in the game are different. You can totally tell that Epic is behind it. The Unreal guns are some of the cooler guns. You can totally tell that they've taken some of the ideas from Unreal and kind of implemented them in the Gears of War franchise. And it's just something about Gears of War that keeps people coming back year after year after year, and despite their gripes and complaints about it, they still continue to play these games, and I'm pretty much the same way. There's just something about Gears of War that keeps pulling me back, and you can never really seem to pinpoint one thing exactly.
Yeah, that love-hate relationship.
Yeah, man, it's just a great franchise, and I guess I'm extremely honored to be considered a part of this community. Even if a lot of people don't necessarily want you there, you know.
Right.
So yeah, I love the franchise and I love the games. So
so what do you think about the direction that Epic took with Gears of War 3 as opposed to Gears 2? I mean, for me, you know, and I've said this in a lot of commentaries, I was never a big fan of Gears of War 2. And the transition from Gears of War 2 to Gears of War 3 to me, I felt like it was a lot more polished. A lot of the elements from Gears of War 1 were implemented into Gears of War 3, like the speed of the game, you know, some of the things with the consistency of, the Gnasher. I mean, a lot of people like the Gnasher on Gears of War 1,
Right.
although it wasn't as consistent as I think Gears of War 3's is, but that was one of the things that they took in there. But I think the biggest one that I probably like is that we have dedicated servers. Now, obviously, it's like some big-ass conspiracy theory on whether or not, you know, servers are updated or not. And, you know, you asked me that, was that last night when we were playing?
Yeah,
You
it was
asked me
last night.
if I thought that they were up. But, you know, what are your feelings right now towards where they took Gears of War 3?
Well, like you said, I think Gears of War 3 is probably the most polished of the Gears franchise, but I would say that if they'd have just taken Gears of War 2, probably updated the graphics, and added dedicated servers, I think Gears of War 2 probably would have been the best of the series. And I think it has to do with the entire weapon balance, you know? I think with Gears of War 1, with the whole lag complaints and whatnot, there wasn't really a need to use a Lancer because your bullets weren't really hitting their target because of the delay.
Right.
So a lot of people use the shotguns and whatnot. With Gears of War 2, there was still some lag issues, but assault rifles were probably a part of the game as much as the Gnasher shotgun and whatnot. So Gears 2 still had that mix of Gnasher gameplay from Gears 1, but added on to the assault rifle aspect. And then with Gears 3, I'm not really sure what was going on in their heads when they decided to increase the damage of the assault rifles. But I mean, it's there, and a lot of people have either completely dropped the game or they're reluctantly playing the game and complaining about it constantly. So I don't know if they'd have just added servers to Gears 2, polished it a little bit more. I think Gears of War 3 could have been a whole lot better. However, I'm still enjoying Gears of War 3. Don't get me wrong, but I just think that some changes that they've made to the game weren't really necessary. And I don't know. I'm hoping that these types of things are taken into consideration, not just with Epic, but with other game devs in the future. You know, just try to change the game, but in moderation. You know, there's still got to be kind of a happy balance between newcomers and veterans of the video games franchise.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So where would you rate the games, like between 1 to 3? Like what's your number one of the 3?
Definitely, I put Gears 2, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for the long time Gears veterans, but I put Gears 2 at number 1 for me. I put Gears 3 at number 2, and I put Gears 1 at the bottom, just because of the massive amount of inconsistency in the weapons.
Okay. I think I told you last night, like, man, I cannot stand Gears of War 2. I remember the last map that I played. I remember almost the date. It was between August 20th and like the 27th. As sometime around this period of time was my last game I'd ever played of Gears of War 2. I took a screenshot of it, tweeted about it, and I have not touched that game since. I cannot stand that game. I mean, I probably put in maybe like 2,000-3,000 hours into that game just from, you know, practicing and competition standpoint.
Right.
And I just can't stand it. It's one of the worst games I've ever played, hands down.
Dang, it's like that?
It's like that. Like, I cannot stand Gears of War 2 to that level. So that's like way, way, way down on my list. But I like Gears of War 3 a whole lot. And between that and Gears of War 1, I think it's really close. But Gears of War 2, man, I can't stand it. I can't even watch gameplay of it because it looks so slow. Like, have you tried to watch or play it? I mean, yeah, you were playing it last night. Like, the game is really slow. It's really slow.
Yeah, that's another difference that I wish they would have made in Gears 2. Was just updating the movement speed. But you're right. Gears 2 is a much slower game when you compare it to Gears 3. But I don't know. There's just something about Gears 2 that I really do enjoy more than the other two games. So
it's just so weird to me. So weird. So, all right. So we got Judgment coming up. I'm going to PAX this week. I'm leaving Wednesday, so I get to pester Quinn and Rackzilla and all those people going to PAX about Gears of War Judgment. And obviously they got the new game type Overrun. I don't know how it's going to fare with people. What are your feelings right now on the direction that they've taken this particular game?
Well, with Overrun in particular, I've actually talked to my friends a long time ago, before Gears 3 even came out, and when Beast Mode was first announced, I was like, you know what, why didn't they put Beast Mode as player versus player?
Right.
And then they announced Overrun for Judgment. I'm like, am I gonna get any sort of like royalty check from this? Because I swear to God, like, this was my idea. But I like the idea of humans versus locusts, with there being like an objective, I guess, to destroy a generator or something like that. I like the concept. I want to see how they balance it. I'm a little bit excited about it. I've been kind of hiding my excitement low key because I'm just tired of being excited about it and then
let down.
Yeah. You know, but. Yeah, deep down I am a little bit hyped up for Gears Judgment. I do want to see what changes they decided to take from Gears 3 and implement it. Basically, I want to see if they've learned their lesson, so to speak. But I don't want to use those words because it sounds like I'm being pushy about it. But
right.
I wanted to see if anything's been learned since Gears 3's release and the feedback that they've gotten on Gears 3. So I don't know. Gears 3 Gears Judgment, I should say, is going to be I don't know. I don't want to say like a last hurrah for a lot of the community, but a lot of people are kind of at that point where it's like, yo, if Gears Judgment
isn't the shit, I'm gonna play fucking Black Ops.
Yeah, they're like, yo, fuck this, man. I'm gonna play Black Ops. So I don't want to say I'm at that point, but I'm like. I'm steady standing there, you know, tapping my feet, you know, like, hey, man, is this gonna be good? I don't know. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
You know, my expectations for Judgment, and I've always wondered this about Epic, just because I know, like, what they've been about the past 15, 20 years, like, Unreal, multiplayer, focus on that. Let's make multiplayer the best you can possibly do. We want you to be good. You know, we love shooters, all about skill, all this stuff. And like with Gears of War, it's always been like single player. Let's focus on single player. Let's build a story. Let's build characters. Let's build this immense world that everyone can get into with the lore and all that. And they've really accomplished that. But like the thing that's always let me down from them in particular is their attention to detail on multiplayer. Like, you see these games just exploding on the multiplayer scene with Halo back in 2007. Yeah, Halo was at 3 with the theater mode, and that was like mind-blowing. Like, what? Theater mode on consoles? And it's like you had Gears of War, the original, released before that, so it wasn't like I was like, okay, they need to implement it. But then Gears of War 2 comes out, no theater mode, no spectator mode,
we got
nothing for...
You can float around in ghost cam and take pictures.
and then people commentating, you kill each other just to just so you could be a commentator in a match before. I mean, it's like... And then in Gears of War 3, it was an afterthought. Like, you know, they had been working alongside MLG and, you know, that whole hoopla back in 2011 before the game released, and it was like, you know, we still need spectator mode. How have you guys gone from 2006 to 2011 and watched all these other games implement spectator mode in multiplayer, and you guys just haven't done it yet. Why not? Why?
Yeah, it kind of seems like Epic is being left behind in a sense.
Kinda. I kind of feel that same way. But it's like my expectations with Judgment, it's just like focus on the multiplayer. Like, please, for the love of God, please focus on the multiplayer. Make it as polished and the best experience that you possibly can on all fronts. And then I'm sold. I'm good. Like, I can play that game for a really long time. Like Gears of War 3, like I can sit down and play an hour or two a day before I get tired. Like if I wanted to,
here.
Day in, day out. But when I was first playing, I play, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day, and then I get tired. Now it's like I hop on for an hour and it's like, okay, same old drill, same thing. I can't go look at gameplays. I gotta make sure I'm recording all the time. It's like, okay, I get it. But my expectations for Judgment, just to make that multiplayer experience the best possible experience they can do, and that's just what I'm expecting with the game. Now, aside from that, I don't really care about the story. I don't really care about Baird. Like, he's a cool character and all that, but like I honestly I don't care. The story, in my opinion, is over. Like, I know the ending. Yeah. So that's what I'm hoping with Judgment. And then after that, we'll see what they do in terms of next gen and all that stuff. What else do you got planned? You got more Judgment planned for your channel? You got more, Halo 4, Black Ops 2?
Oh, man. Like, a lot of my subscribers know, and I'm not trying to troll anyone, but a lot of my fan base knows that I'm not really a big Halo fan. I've gone on many rants during live streams on Twitter, voicing my opinions about Halo 4 and how it visually does not look like a game that I'm going to be big into, but I am going to get it nonetheless. So yes, Halo 4 I will be playing and uploading, because I'm the type of person who will give a game a fair shake before finalizing my opinion on it. But Halo 4, I am going to be getting that. Judgment, of course, huge gearhead. Medal of Honor. I'm not entirely sold on Black Ops.
Oh, I was waiting. I was like, wait, Medal of Honor. Is he gonna say Black Ops?
You know what, man? It's the same thing every year, man. It's like, okay, we all know it's gonna be the exact same, but then the trailers come out, the multiplayer gameplay. Everyone's like, hey, man, the game is gonna look like it's gonna be 10 times better than the last Call of Duty. But then when you play it for like a week, you're like, damn, it's the same shit. Like, I don't want to play this anymore. But it's stuck because you feel like you don't have anything else to play. But I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna get Black Ops yet. I don't know. It depends on how much fun I'm having with any other games that I'm gonna be playing in between then. But yeah, and then of course there's some other stuff on the PlayStation 3 that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, PS3, okay.
Yeah, I am a multi-platform gamer. Right now, at the moment, I'm playing on PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. So I don't just stick to one system, one console. But yeah, man, I have a lot of games on my list that I'm going to be playing. So yeah.
All right, you guys heard it. You guys need to check it out. Halo 4, maybe some Black Ops 2. I know everybody on my channel fucking hates Black Ops, or hates Call of Duty, I should say. I don't really mind Black Ops. Like, Black Ops was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But then Modern Warfare 2, major letdown. Modern Warfare 3 is trash. Like,
I agree.
It's awful. And it's just millions of people play it. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But my channel hates Call of Duty. But I'm letting them know, I'm playing some Black Ops because I played the original Black Ops. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'll post it on my main channel. It might be on the Amazing channel, but I'm gonna play me some Black Ops. So
okay.
I don't know what else I might play, but hey, you got Halo 4. You said maybe Black Ops, Medal of Honor. I don't know about that one, man.
Not Medal of Honor? What?
I don't know about that one.
Oh man, but you're gonna pick Black Ops though?
I don't know about that one, man. I just don't know. I can't get myself pumped up for Medal of Honor. Did you play that beta that they released on whatever the last Medal of Honor game was?
I did play that beta.
Did you play
I loved it.
You loved it? It was
man.
like a bad Battlefield.
No. I think that they're on the right track with Medal of Honor. I think if anything,
that means it's a work in progress.
No, look here. Battlefield 3 was a work in progress, but that's a totally different story for a different day. But I think that if they're ever going to compare or compete with the Call of Duty franchise, then EA needs to go with Medal of Honor. It's the closest thing. Battlefield 3 plays totally different than Call of Duty. Medal of Honor is the closest thing that they have. And I think that this Medal of Honor is going to turn some heads. You know, it's going to turn a lot of skeptics into that direction. But we'll see what happens, you know. I could be wrong, but
I thought after I played the beta and then I rented the game and I just thought it was a bad Battlefield, man. It felt sloppy. Like
I got a headache.
All right, so Medal of Honor is going to be on your channel. I know you do fighting games. I told you I'm trash at fighting games. So like you have no expectations from me playing fighting games. Like you guys if you guys see me post a fighter, I'm getting my ass beat in every single match. Zap, I saw you posted some. You're pretty good. Like
post a lot, yeah.
So
Mortal Kombat, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, occasional Street Fighter, Blaze Blue. I'm getting ready to pick up Persona 4 Arena. So if you enjoy fighting games and you know, you want to see some footage, then I guess you can come check me out if you like.
Yes. So all right, guys, this has been my first dual commentary running ranked episode. Zap, man, thank you for coming on, being my first one.
Man. The pleasure's all mine, man. It's been a blast. This, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is also my first dual com with anyone, and couldn't have picked a better guy to do a dual com with.
That's fantastic. Yes, I like hearing that. I definitely like hearing that. So, you guys need to subscribe to Zap. Please subscribe to him. Link is down in the description. And until the next time, guys, I will catch you later. Peace.